It's not a new car, it's a new Bronco.
It has been with great fanfare that the 2021 Bronco was released on July 13th. While it was not anyone's birthday, getting to see the two-door version up close and in person was a present in itself. The 2- and 4-door Bronco are similar and are aimed directly at the off-road market, designed for the fun and adventure of four-wheeling. The Bronco Sport is a smaller and more refined, designed for buyers who appreciate the destination more than the getting there. This video will focus on the two-door, as that is what I got to personally experience. Please note that this Bronco is not a final production model. It is a prototype number 9 to be exact. Some of the finishes and details will be different when it comes to dealers next April of 2021. Customization is the name of the game with the new 2- and 4-door Bronco. Ford hopes you buy any one of the more than 200 factory parts from them to make your individual Bronco stand out. The 2- and 4-door Bronco have removable doors and roof panels. The exterior rear mirrors are mounted to the front cowling, not the doors, which is different from other vehicles in its class. That lets you remove the doors and still have use of the mirrors. And removal of the 50-pound doors and even lighter roof panels is pretty easy.
A clip here
Okay.
for the electronics.
Okay.
And there's a place here and here. It pops, it just sets on there, and then there's 2 bolts to mount it. It takes you about 3 minutes to do it.
This provides you with a true outdoor experience with the largest open-top view unhindered by a central sound bar. Speakers in this prototype are mounted on the roof frame at the very rear of this Bronco. Bronco is a 4-person ride, driver and front seat passenger, and 2 in the rear. Horsing around off-road, you don't need much cargo space, though you can fold down the rear passenger seats to expand the limited cargo area in the 2-door. We expect the larger 4-door will offer more space to carry things. Ford took inspiration from the design of the 1966 Bronco, with basic, to-the-point design, from the slab-side exterior to the functionality of the instrument panel. This prototype has hard plastic on the instrument panel and is not what you will see in dealer showrooms. Hint, even though the front wheels are set straight, the bucking Bronco logo steering wheel is upside down. We see the standard 8-inch screen here, and there will be an optional 12-inch one for production model. Both are the central command point for everything from navigation to interacting with the Bronco's computer system, which, like the new Mustang Mach-E, will have over-the-air updates. Bronco will feature Ford's latest Sync 4 system with compatibility for both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And yes, all Broncos will come standard with Ford's Copilot 360 suite of advanced driver assist technologies that will include pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. While we saw the standard 270 horsepower producing 2.3 EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine, there will be an optional 2.7 EcoBoost 6-cylinder engine producing 310 horsepower for both the 2- and 4-door Bronco. The Sport will have a smaller 1.5 3-cylinder with the optional 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine. I clearly noticed that Ford is not touting the number of cylinders as they talk about this new Bronco, though the EcoBoost engine brand is for sure a highlight. The 2- and 4-door will have a choice of transmissions, a select shift 10-speed automatic like our prototype here, or a 7-speed manual, 6 speeds with a crawler gear with a maximum 95:1 crawl ratio, though the manual will only be available on the smaller 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine. 2 4x4 systems, a base system using a 2-speed electronic shift-on-the-fly transfer case, and an advanced 2-speed electromechanical system. Both front and rear locking differentials will be optional. The Bronco features independent front suspension, like found on the Raptor, a Dana Advanced 44 rear axle, and a high-performance off-road stability suspension system known as HOS, giving the Bronco best-in-class ground clearance, best-in-class approach angle, and best-in-class breakover angle and departure angle, as well as being capable of fording 23.6 inches of standing water. While we are talking acronyms, the Bronco features GOAT mode, an exclusive terrain management system. GOAT goes over any type of terrain to tackle any driving condition, including normal, eco, slippery, mud, sand, baja, and rock crawl. for off-road driving, plus low-speed torque vectoring by applying the rear inside wheel brake to pivot the vehicle on a trail. Add to that the optional trail control technology, enabling a cruise control-like setting for vehicle-controlled throttle and braking of up to 20 miles an hour forward and 6 miles per hour in reverse, and optional cameras on each tire, helping reduce the need for a spotter out on the trail. Speaking of trail driving, the Bronco has trail sights on the front fenders for tying down items, as well as visualizing where those front corners of the Bronco are. There will be 7 unique Bronco 2 and 4-door models, including the base starting at $29,995, Big Bend $34,480, Black Diamond $37,545, Outer Banks $40,450, Wild Track $50,370, Badlands $43,590, and the sold-out First Edition, a $60,800 vehicle, which all 3,500 units went immediately upon the launch. Reservations for Bronco 2 and 4-door and the Sport model can be made for a $100 refundable deposit at Ford.com. While this new rugged utility vehicle, the 2021 Bronco, looks pretty darn awesome with the big tires and simple customizable design. And I have to say, this 2-door prototype Bronco is every off-roader's dream build. Take a bunch of great parts and build yourself a rock crawler. Well, indeed, Ford did build the early World War II Jeeps, and that first-generation Bronco has now become a cult favorite. Is the 2021 Bronco going to follow in these legendary footsteps? There are questions to be asked. Is there enough room in the rough utility market for a new competitor? Will Jeep, Custom Build, and FJ Cruiser owners move their allegiances from their trusty rigs over to Ford? Will the big horsepower engine crowd buy small 4- and 6-cylinder EcoBoost powered rigs? Will they want all the onboard technology that the 2021 Bronco offers? How reliable and dependable will that technology be? And will it hold up under the roughest conditions that serious off-roaders love? With over 200 factory accessories for the Bronco and over 100 factory accessories for the Bronco Sport, what will that do to logistics at both the factory and dealer end? Off-roaders tend to be a rougher and tumbler, wrenchy, hands-on crew. And there is only really one way to tell if they will take to the new Bronco. And that is, wait until next April when those $100 deposits turn into $30,000 plus per unit sales. Today's Built Wild Bronco will have the toughness of the F-Series, even though it's more based on the cool Ranger, and the mystique of the Mustang. That blue oval fans will truly appreciate. Thank you for joining us on this walk-around of this new 2-door Bronco prototype. We look forward to a future chance to show you more cool cars and trucks.